Freedom for all.
Radio for all.
You are now live with the Humble Prince on Sahara FM Radio. Yeah. Yep, we're back live with the Humble Prince on the Sahara FM Radio. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Again, tonight's show is brought to you by Viveland Entertainment Presents Basketmouth in New York City. That show is going to take place June 27th. Check it out. Go to our Facebook page on Sahara Reporters on Facebook, and to get more information. It's going to be a fun show, guys. You guys need to check it out. It's going to be massive. You guys know how Basketmouth do. So please go to www.vibesland.com for more information. Viveland is spelled VIBESLAND.com for more information. But right now is a critically acclaimed and renowned segment, the callback segment. We would like to hear from you guys. The number to call, numbers on the screen, 917-284-9811. And of course, we're joined by the superstar herself, Adeola Fayehun, for keeping it real. I don't.
Finally.
Yeah, she loves to be so, modest. And
Humble Prince, you need to stop doing that, though. For how long will you do that?
For every day you make for every day because you like every week you're bigger than the last week, the previous week.
You got to see the likes she has. I was like, oh my gosh, she has more likes than you.
What are we?
She does. She
we're
sure
talking
does.
about the radio show. Can we bring it back?
No, this is us, man. This is the Sahara family, man.
Let's bring it back home. The radio show.
No.
Sahara FM Radio, my sister. You need to check us out.
Yeah.
I do. I know Sahara Reporter, Sahara Radio, Sahara TV, everything.
Right.
Everything Africa.
Everything Africa. And of course, we've been joined by my guest co-host extraordinaire, Aisha Diori. The beautiful Aisha Diori.
Yes, that we're talking.
Yeah. Nick, no applause for Aisha? Hater?
Nick can be giving my life. It's all right.
There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, fantastic. So let's get into this story real quick. Jola, you and I spoke about this earlier about the ban that they said Buhari put a ban on AIT. I guess because of that documentary they did on him during the election. But the story has come out and saying that he didn't really know anything about it. What do you think about that, Adeola?
No, I'm glad to hear that you didn't know about it because, a lot of people have been going back and forth. A lot of Nigerians on social media regarding the fact that burning them from his activities is not the most civilized thing to do now, especially when you have a record of not being too friendly with the media, when you were the head of state. So and right now you're not even president. I mean, you're president-elect, but you have not even been sworn in, and you're already saying, "Oh, I don't want this." I personally don't think he should have paid AIT any attention. We all know that they fumbled before his election. They lost their credibility by running all this defamatory documentary and filling everybody with lies. We all know that they were propagating lies, but you didn't have to pay them attention because right now you've given people an opportunity to sympathize with AIT. Everybody's like, why would you ban AIT? And not only that, we're all aware of how Fox was trying to discredit Obama before he became president and when he became president. But Obama still did. He's still doing his own thing. Like he doesn't give them that satisfaction of reacting in a negative way. They called him. Rudolph was telling me they called him for interview twice, and he went. He did the interview. He has a Fox reporter inside the White House, and he would let him or her ask questions like everybody else. That actually broke their backbone. So
yes, I think. What do you think about that, Aisha?
I think that before anybody assumes, like you said, there has to be facts. So is there any fact? Is there anything written? Is there something, there has to be, you know what I'm saying? That's something about news overall. It's like facts. Do you have facts? Do you have some written documentation that his people said something? Do you have any kind of proof?
His people did say.
Oh, you mean about, they did say something. His security team was the one that said that.
Yeah.
But I feel like instead of saying, oh, you can't cover my activities because, he's a president now, he's a public figure. Yes. You're not just Buhari now.
Right.
You could sue them for what they did. That's I'm not saying that you should, but that's an option rather than saying don't come because today it's AIT. What if tomorrow it's Humble Prince? Because some people said
you can't can't shut me up. I'm talking.
Because Humble Prince said something that he doesn't like, you know?
Yes,
I mean,
and you can't, and that's something that the previous administration did not do, you know.
Yeah.
Journalists
you
had
have
freedom.
to give kudos to
Yeah,
Jonathan
so
for that.
we can report on anything, you know, just like in the Western world, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that vets and keeps politicians in check. We should be able to, you know, say whatever. So I was really disappointed when I heard that. So now that the news is coming out that, you know, it's kind of saying that he didn't really know anything about it. Maybe he's doing damage control or whatever. But I'm just happy, you know, that's going away. But guys, like I said, we'd like to hear from you. The number to call is 917-284-9811. Let's jump into something more current here in the United States. We've all been seeing what's going on in Baltimore. We spoke about that during the last segment. I just want to get your point of view, Adeola. What do you think about the riots that's taking place in Baltimore? And, you know, again, it's not really about the riots. It's about, you know, I think the mistreatment of citizens by police. Let's face it, you know, there's no reason why unarmed people should be dying in the hands of police. So it's just terrible. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, God.
Oh.
Okay, so first of all, I don't know why it's a surprise to some people that this is happening. It's like, what's it called? That has been, you know what I'm
simmering
trying to say?
pot about to boil over.
It's been ongoing for some time.
It's been brewing for a while, yeah.
You shouldn't be surprised that eventually something like this could happen.
Right.
I remember Ferguson, when that happened, you know, people protested, it died down. But nothing changed after that. So when nothing changed after that, you shouldn't expect that people would just... Now, I'm not saying that it's okay to burn places or to loot stores. No, I don't think that's really the solution, but that's the only response that some people know. In a situation like this, if you don't want them to respond like this, if you don't want them to react like this, you need to give them a different orientation.
That's true.
And to do that, you have to change their lifestyles, basically. There's some basic things. I mean, you don't just stand up one day and do this. This has been... you look at the mom that beat her son.
I know.
He's 16. He's 16. So, and he already knows at the age of 16 that, you know what, this could be anybody. I feel like that's why he's part of it. But it's still not an excuse for him to endanger his life, because, you know, anything could happen while the riot was going on. But I feel like it's something that has been boiling for a long time.
Yeah, we're going to get back to that. We have a caller on the phone. Caller, are you there? Please, can you turn off your computer or however you're listening to us? Because we're getting some feedback. Okay, Nick, I think, Nick, can we get them to call back, please? Yeah. Please call us back, and when you call, please turn down your phone or your computer, because we get a lot of feedback from that, and the connection is not clear. Again, we'd like to hear from you, 917-284-9811. Yeah, Adeola, thank you for making that point, but, you know, it's like, you know, people say it's like a systemic racism and oppression of, you know, people in the hood and all that stuff. But you know what? I still can't condone the violence, honestly. And they, you know, they were destroying their own neighborhoods, basically. I mean, that's, you know, making it worse. So, you know, since I know if I was out there, no matter what I was going through, I don't know the mindset or whatever, I don't think I'll partake in a riot to destroy or loot anything. So
See, that's the thing, though.
I can't encourage anybody to do that.
The circumstance with which you grew up is different.
Different, right.
You never really know what someone's going through unless you've walked a mile in their shoes. I'm not excusing violence whatsoever.
Right.
But I'm saying it's not just about the things that we see. It's also about so many things that has been deposited in you from childhood.
Yeah.
So once again, I'm not excusing what's happening. I don't think that's the solution, but I feel like this is the expected response when things are the way they are.
Right.
And if they hadn't rioted,
go ahead.
can I say, if they hadn't rioted and hadn't made some noise and made some movement, this would have just gone swept underneath the rug, right?
Yeah, somebody
See?
said
I mean,
that we all know about the Freddie Gray situation right now, but I think this happened before the riots. And if people had just simply read or read your daily newspaper or listen to the news, we would still have known about it. There were protests out there, and they were
now
peaceful.
more people know about it. But not only that, before a white police officer would kill another black man now,
You would think twice.
I think they would think
I
twice.
think
I think it
should have been
would
thinking
take some
twice
time.
for years.
I think
honestly.
it would take some time before this happens. Like, I mean, I may be wrong. We may hear about something tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's been going on for so long because this has not been happening. Now, I'm not saying they need to destroy anything, but
It needed to happen. But the flip side is also that we can't be killing each other. That's
know.
the other side, right?
We
the flip
bring
side
that
is
up.
that, right?
Right,
So,
but-
first of all, we don't want to be killed, and we shouldn't be killing and attacking each other.
Right.
So the same kind of bravados that we take to people attacking
Right.
us, we should do that about people
Yeah, you
attacking
see,
each other.
I used to
That's
have
a
that.
double-edged
I used to
sword,
have,
right?
I used to have that same mindset that why isn't there like an uproar or like an outcry to black on black crime? But there's also white on white crime. Of
course.
Yeah. So.
But
right
it's a
now,
little it's not as much as black on black on
I
crime.
feel like when it's black to black crime, we still we treat it as a crime.
Right.
And when it's white to white crime, we do treat it as a crime. But I feel like when it's white to black crime, sometimes the justice doesn't always prevail.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel like so
especially
many
with
things are
policemen.
swept under the carpet.
Right. So.
You're right.
So,
Right, so
that's
that's why-
why
that's
it's
my-
different.
Yeah, that's why I think it's somewhat different. Because look at George Zimmerman. I will say this. I don't
He
care.
is walking free,
he
like
he got away
free
with
as a
murder,
bird.
straight up.
And he's got arrested like 5 times after that. He's
Thank
still
you.
Yes.
like
And
chilling,
And he's still,
blowing
yeah,
hair,
Exactly.
after that.
He got away with murder, man. I'm sorry. So you know.
just walking around like it's golden.
It's different. So at least black on black crime, those are investigating. If they find them, you know, they go through the justice system.
Did they ever find any drugs with him,
Who?
Freddie Gray?
I don't think so.
No.
No, they said
What I
it
read was that he ran.
He ran, and they gave him
Yeah.
because he gave them the look.
Yeah,
Come on, that's
that was just ridiculous.
that's preposterous, man. We have a caller. Yeah, Ishmael, go ahead, man. Thank you for calling.
What's going on, Humble Prince?
Yeah, what's going on, brother? Thanks for calling. What would you like to say?
Yeah, just wanted to add my little 2 cents on the Baltimore situation.
Yes.
I think it's very important to emphasize that a lot of the protests were actually very peaceful as well.
Definitely.
And
Definitely.
the media is quite biased, and they tend to magnify, you know, the little, well, I wouldn't call it little, the violence that occurred.
Right.
But in reality, it's just a symptom of a bigger issue where police brutality is becoming a norm in American culture. And I think that it's an appropriate time to talk about police sensitivity training.
I said that.
You know, coming from where most of us who listen to the show hail from, which is Africa, you know, we have a different police culture. But we're raising kids now, and it's kind of scary to learn that you can really lose your child in the hands of a racist police officer who was trigger happy. And that's something that's becoming part of American DNA, and it needs to be resolved. So I think it's very important to just highlight the fact that a lot of the people that did protest in Baltimore did so peacefully, although there was some violence reported.
Yeah. Ishmael, thanks so much for that call, man. Very, very astute. Thank you very much.
Definitely, like
Yeah.
reiterating the
Have a
fact.
good day.
Thank you. Yes. Again, we'd like to hear from you. 917-284-9811. Yeah. So, you know, and people are criticizing the mayor, like what she did. You know, that she wasn't.
Because her stories were, she had 2 different stories.
Yeah.
She seemed like
Yeah, she's being really heavily criticized.
she knows
and-
she's going and she's saying one thing and then saying
Saying
another
that.
thing.
Denying it.
And she's denying it, and it's on film. Like, so now you lying.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's
she
not
wasn't
good.
really thinking
When
the
she was
first
saying
time.
that.
Maybe she was so overwhelmed by everything and she just said
But that's
something.
when you be
and then-
quiet
But
and
in-
nod your head.
Yeah, but in a way, though, they said if she had taken the right steps, they would have been able to prevent the riots from happening.
Exactly.
I mean, these people actually advertise on social media that we're going to do this. I mean,
Oh, I didn't know that.
So you already
in
knew.
a meme, yeah, they put a meme out like, you know, I think it was like a collaboration of both gangs, and they were saying they were going to do this, and you know, she was saying that, you know, she didn't want to put force out there because of what happened in Ferguson, and you know that could have led to more violence. But you know, it's just unfortunate because here's one question I have for both of you: how would you have felt if you owned one of the businesses that were destroyed or looted or burnt down?
I mean, of course, I would be devastated that my business is burnt down and has gone through the process and things like that. But I mean, like it's weird. It's like it's crazy for the business owners to go through that and have to, you know what I'm saying, go through
Yeah.
all of that system. So I would have been upset. I would have been.
Yeah, Aisha, let's take it. We have a caller. Caller. Yeah, caller. Go ahead. Now one.
Hey, Did I win?
Yes, $1 million.
What? I was told that I would win an iPad. Did I win?
iPad?
Yeah.
This is Sahara FM Radio.
Yeah.
Humble Prince
Oh
Show.
my God.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow. Am I talking to Humble Prince?
Yes,
Oh
the one and only.
God.
Yeah,
Wow.
Really?
This is my day.
Yeah.
Call my mommy. Tell my mommy to watch SaharaTV.
yes.
I'm on radio. Yeah, Humble Prince, what's going on?
Oh, nothing much. Thank you for calling, but we'll send your iPad in the mail. How's that?
It's going to take, it's from Nigeria mail. You know how long that take?
Yeah. Just give us your address. And your...
Christmas in April.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for calling. Unless you have something to say. We gotta go.
I don't know what you're discussing. What are you discussing?
Oh my God. How did you get this number?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So what's going on? What are you guys discussing? Is the country okay?
Yeah, the country's beautiful,
We're
man.
talking about Baltimore.
We're talking about
Baltimore.
the situation in Baltimore.
Oh yeah, my homeboys. I'm so sad. You know.
What do you have
Well,
to say?
you know what is interesting is this:
Yeah,
when Boko Haram when they were killing people in Nigeria, not that they are not still killing. At the height of that situation, Obama said that what was going on was as a result of bad governance. So I'm wondering, is it bad governance in America that is leading to these people rioting in Baltimore?
Ooh, wait a minute. Rudolph,
It is definitely actually though.
It could be.
I think,
yeah.
but the little pundits, the little smaller, the mayors and the governors of those cities, because it happens to, you're not training your police force to be
Right.
able to not murder people on sight.
Yeah. Well, thanks for calling. We appreciate it.
That I think is not seen it on TV. Most of the police officers in America were former soldiers who went to war and they're used to killing people. So when you bring them here and you send them to the police force, they don't know any better. They think that they are still in the war front and their first instinct is to just go and kill people and
That's
fight,
true.
you know. So
Wow.
that's
I
something
didn't
they
know
have to
that.
look
That's
into.
another
some
way
of
of
them are,
looking
yeah,
at
some
it.
of them are.
They
Poorly
are.
educated. Most of them are high school dropouts or people who just have GED. So that's part of the problem, you know. So
Okay. Thanks so
I know
much.
you are connected to them. Talk to them, you know.
Yeah. Thanks so much for that. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
thank
but some of them used to be in the service before, so
A good
Yeah, a lot of
percentage of them
them. Yeah.
are servicemen.
servicemen. Yeah.
They are.
Yeah. It's just unfortunate. So real
But
quick. go
I
ahead.
was gonna say that one other thing that the media is not focusing on is the fact that a lot of people are actually out rebuilding what is being
Exactly.
destroyed right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
a
the
lot
media
of
sometimes
African
doesn't focus on
Americans
positive.
are out there
right.
focusing on that, cleaning.
Cleaning up and everything, and for free too, because
And for
they just put it on
free.
social media. Let's meet
Yeah.
up. You know, let's
And a lot of people are also doing peaceful protest. And not only that, yesterday I was watching an interview by a Fox reporter, and he was talking to this councilman, and the guy was talking about the reason for why people
I
are
know, and he
protesting.
shut him down.
Thank you. I didn't know you.
I saw that.
He just kept asking, but you know they're looting another place, and the guy was like,
No.
"This is not
This-
making sense."
exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
no.
Right, and you can see the
Yeah,
mayor and the
it's-
governor, the mayor of Baltimore and the governor of Maryland walking off Don Lemon. Yeah, they didn't like the questions he was asking. But yeah, real quick, congratulations to I would say kudos to the Nigerian army. They found some
Yeah,
girls.
293 girls and
yes.
women.
But you know what people are saying? Though? Some people are still skeptical. How come we didn't see any pictures?
That's
That's
what I
what
want
we're
to see.
still waiting
Pictures,
for.
images.
It's been
If they
since
could use
yesterday.
Twitter, they could have took a picture of the women.
Amen, sister.
I'm sure some of these guys
Yeah.
have
If they
cell
could
phones.
tweet,
Since
they tweeted,
yesterday.
right? So
Yeah.
there's no pictures.
We need to
Since
see pictures.
yesterday.
man.
Seeming a little
Yeah.
bit shaky.
It's,
Yeah,
oh
even
my
for
God.
security purposes or whatever they said. So because some of them were women, so okay, I understand if you don't want to put kids out.
They're all
Yeah,
ladies.
right.
Yeah.
So it's so we need to put some pictures out. So guys,
But I was going to say something about
Yeah.
Boko Haram. I think that the thing that Nigeria needs to do is maybe pair up with a lot of these bordering countries like Chad
I think they're
and
doing
Niger.
it.
already.
But they need to really pair up a little bit stronger because they can't do it alone.
No, they
How
can't.
can they get
They did
stronger?
already, and it looked like there was
It's not-
tension.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe they were not cooperating.
And Cameroon, is
The
Cameroon on
Chadian
board
army were doing a lot of work, and they were
Yeah.
discrediting the Nigerian army that we're the ones capturing here, and I think the Nigerian army didn't like that or something. So I'm not sure.
But I mean,
Right.
like this is the
how
thing
well
we're
they
talking
work
about,
together.
divide, because we need to work together because
We
Boko
do.
Haram is not going
Yeah.
to be eradicated with one country because they sit between these borders.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Cameroon, Chad, Nigeria. So we need to
Yeah.
There's
find
no
a way.
reason why we shouldn't just collaborate and come together and wipe these dudes out, man. These guys,
Completely.
come on,
Yeah.
man. They're like just regular street thugs, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, real quick, we just want to round up real quick. I'm not sure if you guys heard about the story about the woman in, I think it was Philadelphia or Delaware.
The Nigerian woman?
The Nigerian woman that killed stabbed her husband to death because they said allegedly he was cheating or he was abusing her. But, you know, I think her name is Timmy Tuckway. Yes, I have to get the name correctly. Sorry, but one of the things that came out was that you know, he was abusing her. He slept with the nanny's daughter. He even slept with her sister. And you know, they got into some kind of altercation, and she stabbed him. But I posted that story on my Facebook because you guys, you guys know I have a campaign to try to create awareness and education around domestic violence and violence against women. So a lot of people sent me that story. So, but I got even phone calls from people saying like, you know what, that wasn't what happened.
Oh, wow.
So what was your
Adebamiro, yes. Timmy Tuckway, and the husband's name was Adeyinka Adebamiro, yes.
So what was the other side?
Well, the other side was that she was the one actually doing all the cheating. That's what I'm hearing. That she was the one doing the cheating, and he wanted to leave, and something happened, and she stabbed him. That he was just fed up of it. And you know, this is all alleged. This is what people have told me. You know, phone calls and everything. So somebody actually called me and said, up until the moment that, you know, he was even telling the cops that he stabbed himself or committed suicide, and you know, when they looked at it, it was like, this doesn't make sense and everything. So I don't know.
I was gonna say,
she told the police he stabbed himself.
They said he told the police that. Yeah.
He told the police that he stabbed himself.
I think he was still alive by the time.
Oh, was he alive?
Yeah, it was still alive. So
the thing this speaks to, like you just said, people called your phone, people did all of this. So this is why abuse continues, because our families and our friends that see us getting abused, either be on the man's side or the woman's side, aren't doing anything. So there has to be support system. Right. You know somebody's getting abused, you know something is happening that's not right. Try and support them and get them out of that situation so they don't have to go to that fact of getting killed. So we need to start supporting each other. The domestic violence is never going to end if we don't support each other and put that word out there. I mean, that's just it. There has to be a support from them, because there are mothers that oh, my husband is beating me. Oh, you know what? Just be a good wife and cook a good food for it. No, it's not going to, like, there are people that are not supportive. Exactly. Yeah. Like, stay within you getting abused, and that's not going to happen. We cannot abuse each other. Be it on the woman's side, the man's side. It has to be something that has to stop. And that's across the board with all, like, countries. You know what I'm saying? Abuse to women is really, really rampant, and we need to stop it. It is, yeah. Period.
Adeola, what do you think of that situation and the whole story? Did you hear about it?
I heard about it. I was really shocked when I heard that they're both in their 30s. Something like
young, yeah. They've been married for about 10 or 11 years. Yeah, young, 2 kids.
Oh.
Yeah, they've been,
11 years.
Yeah, the guy was a pharmacist and everything. Wow. Yeah, so, here's one story I got.
Whole life just ruined.
Yep, they said she was the one that went to Nigeria twice, spent almost a year sleeping around, allegedly. I don't really know, and I can't judge neither one of them. But yeah, so as soon as I posted that story, I got so many. It's still, I think it's still a developing story. But we were going by police reports about what happened, and when I posted that, they were like, that's
this is just a part of a larger issue.
Right.
There's a lot of domestic violence among Nigerian families here in the U.S. I've heard about some husbands of nurses killing their wives.
Oh yes, we spoke about that on the show like last year or 2 years ago.
That will bring their wives to the U.S. and then the wife becomes independent or something, and they didn't like it or something. I mean, it's.
And what about the husband sleeping around and bringing HIV to the family? Because like talking about that, it's even abuse is beyond just you getting beat. It's also infecting you or doing something different. So abuse goes in so many different ways.
And not only that, sometimes before the wife comes to the U.S., the husband had to hook up with someone here to get his papers or something, and then the wife comes and it's a mess. I mean, it's
so many
too many things are happening that,
So I think we could just... it's so rampant, but I think if we educate one another, continue to create awareness and encourage people to speak out.
Yes.
If you're not, there's this stigma against Nigerians that if you get a divorce, you're bad. I don't believe that. If you're not happy in the situation, you're like, leave. It's just a simple. I mean, it's hard, but it's better than just staying and living in a miserable situation. So it's just unfortunate. I know we're running out of time, but I think like on we're still we're still getting more developments with this story, and we're reaching out to anybody. If you know anybody, please come on the show, Sahara Radio, Sahara TV, and let's talk about it. I don't think this man, after he's, and I was upset because on social media, I saw somebody put community dick.
Wow.
Yes, and that this is what happens. And I say, I had to tell the person, like, take that down because we don't know the truth behind the story because mixed reports are coming in.
I wish he didn't die, though.
I wish he didn't die.
Yeah.
Honestly, he was so young and everything. And my condolences go out to the whole family. Like I said, we had some mutual friends.
I'm sure she wasn't thinking whenever she did
yes,
that.
it's just
When you're in a
unfortunate.
rage
This is
sometimes.
not the easier route
And you think
out,
about
so.
the kids and stuff. So
yeah.
again, I'm not saying I'm this Mr. Perfect or whatever, but I
Just killed somebody's son.
exactly. So that guy, yeah, and from
She gone, mama.
yeah,
Mama is gonna come for her boy.
yeah, and people are saying she's lucky this didn't happen in Nigeria.
Oh, mama
Because-
will still come. It's only a flight
Yeah,
away.
if it's in Nigeria, I think we don't know what would happen. But again, his brother put up like a really touching Facebook post of how he worked hard, like he was a security guard, a pizza guy, just to make it. And he went to pharmacy school and making good money and everything.
I
So.
like to see that after.
Oh yes, yeah. I wish I could read it, but we're going to be talking about this every Wednesday, like I said, as we continue to create. We try to create awareness to try to
And
end
what are
this
some ways
domestic.
that you can end it? It's also taking care of your anger. How
Yeah,
do
controlling
you
yourself.
control your anger? If
Yes.
you feel like you're
Right.
getting to that point, how do you walk away from a situation? Take a couple of breaths, count to 10.
It's easier-
What are you going to
yeah,
do
it's easier.
beyond you going to jail for the rest of your life, or you killing somebody, taking somebody's child?
Right.
So, what are the mechanisms that you could use to help
Yeah,
yourself
we need to-
with anger?
Yeah, we're trying to get an expert in here to talk about it. And that's why I think if we talk about it enough to create awareness. I spoke to some dudes, they told me why they beat their wives or girlfriend because she was cheating, or one said something about his mom, and one of my ex called my mother a whore. What did I do? I just walked away. I mean, what am I going to do? So I could honestly say that, Nick, you're not... No, that's okay, man. Yeah, how timely. But we'll continue to talk about this, and it's just I think if we all work together,
It takes a village.
it definitely takes a village. And I'll talk about this next week. But somebody sent me some message. They apparently looked me up because this is something I'm taking very serious. They said, we looked up your record. Police has been to your house before. It was there was no beating, no touching or anything. It was
You had
trust
an
me.
incident?
No. But the police came to the house, so it's out there. So I put it out there. End of story. That's my
So I should be scared.
Oh, come on. No, I'm serious. So that's what it is. So, but
Our
yeah.
friends, you did not have to say that.
Oh, no. That's, before.
Put it on Front Street?
Yeah, put it on Front Street, man. That's what it is. So, but guys, thank you so much for a wonderful callback, Simic. We're going to continue to work together to end
To
this.
take down the hate, to
Yeah,
stop
take
domestic
that-
violence.
Definitely.
And
yeah.
you will get caught someday. I feel like that's where a lot of people react, like the way she reacted. Maybe she didn't think that she would get caught someday. You will get caught someday, whatever. It may be years,
Yeah.
so be prepared for that.
And karma.
So yeah, if you know that you will get caught, then you will stop whatever you're doing that you shouldn't be doing. So maybe it's
Exactly.
your kids that are noticing, but somebody is watching somewhere.
Yes, it's unfortunate. Adeola, thank you so much for that. What can we expect on Keeping It Real this weekend?
The audit by NNPC was released just, I think, a day or two after Buhari said he would probe NNPC when he gets there. Suddenly they released it. The fear of Buhari is the
How timely and how, interesting. Yeah, please let's give Aisha a round of applause. She's been a great co-host,
Yes, Miss
extraordinaire.
Aisha.
Yeah. So Aisha, real quick, you want to just tell us about First Friday again, and if there's anything?
Before I even jump in about First Friday, I just
Yeah.
wanted to give a shout out to a Nigerian brother that's having his-
Yes.
at the Brooklyn Museum. Kahinde Wiley has his art exhibit.
Kahinde.
Say it.
Kahinde.
You're a
It's
Nigerian,
Kahinde
Aisha.
Wiley, the American saying, right? And he's actually having a big event on Saturday at the Brooklyn Museum. I'm going to go through it. I'm supposed to be judging the event. So
Nice.
he has some amazing artwork, and it's really, really great to see our creatives get on the forefront and do what they're doing. And he's been doing it on major levels. He's done stuff for sneakers like Puma and a couple of different things. So
Wow.
Kahinde is really, really big, and hopefully we try and get him on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Interview him and get some of his perspective on how it was to be a struggling artist that has now made it to the top.
Fantastic.
So, you know.
Hi, Kahinde.
Yeah, Aisha, before you go, please let's give this beautiful people in the studio a round of applause.
Yeah, you know, I have a crew.
Yeah,
I have a
Latifah
crew.
and Pete.
I have a
Yeah.
crew. They looking looking out for me.
Yeah, the Kinder support, man. Yeah.
And come through to the Schomburg. We have a lot of programming this spring, summer. We have new programming coming out at the Schomburg beyond just First Fridays. There's free programming almost every day at the Schomburg. There's exhibitions, and there's also research something. And tomorrow, they actually have a memorial for William Greaves, which was a famous filmmaker. So if anybody's free, come through for the memorial, which is going to be like a performance and different things going on. But if you follow, I shared a link on my page that has our summer, spring coming up,
Events.
and First Fridays are listed.
Yes.
So let's go and just check it out and come through and do something culturally. It's a free date.
Exactly.
You don't have to pay for it.
Free.
Be like,
and-
all you have to do is pay to get on a train. Or actually, you can walk there. It's up to you.
Yeah.
It's on 135th Street in Lenox. Just come through, and you know what I'm saying, and really start to learn where you come from, because they have a lot of historical perspective on all of us, on Nigerian culture, on African culture as a whole, and it's a black experience. Schomburg is a whole black experience. Come and experience it.
Right. Thank you so much for that.
See you for First Friday with the Humble Prince.
Yeah, I'm going to be there as well.
It's Harlem Mecca. We're
Always
taking
fun.
over Harlem.
Yeah, fantastic. So, Aisha, thank you so much for that. Well, guys,
Thank you.
that's all the show we have. But before I go, I'd just like to say a thank you to the whole Sahara staff, from Nick, Sammy,
Yes.
Sammy on social media. Who else was back there?
And shout out to making sure you guys advertise. We got to support our African
Yeah.
news media. Advertise. Make sure you are doing what you need to do to advertise.
Yeah.
She said her shout out.
Miss
Shout
Banda
out.
and Debbie and
Yes.
Ike.
Ike, I
Yes.
saw Ike back there.
It's a whole team, and they're
It's
really
a whole
not.
team,
It's
man.
a whole team holding
We're just the
us
face
down.
on the
And
mic.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, sure. I saw Sure back there. Dr. Damages, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for the call.
Yeah, the whole Sahara team. Declan, I saw Declan out there. Who else did I see out there? Olu.
Shay,
Yeah, Shay, the other Olu. So we thank you guys.
Shay.
Yeah, we'll see you guys this Saturday on Sahara TV. Make sure you tune in. And is there
Shout
anything
out to
else?
Miss Nigeria.
Oh,
USA.
yes. Thank you to Miss Ondo State, Chikodi.
Ando.
Yeah, and Ondo.
Ondo State.
Ondo State and Hadessa representing Bijan Joy. Thank you so much for getting the contestants here. We're gonna have one or two contestants again next week. Also, check
A
out
lot of
to
girls on the show.
check out to C. Phillips, The Gist. She wasn't here for entertainment news, but check her out. Omalicha, thank you so much also for The Gist from Lagos. And just thank everybody. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys next week, live with Humble Prince.
Bye, everyone.
Did you see us?